Hey now, it is April 7th. It's Sunday night, like 9 o'clock. I gotta be honest, I'm a little tired. I spent all weekend at baseball games. I'm gonna put out a separate video. I'm gonna try to do something different this year. And that is, if you watch my videos, I know you know that I like to go to a lot of minor league games, get autographs there because they're free and you never know. Some of these prospects may turn into something. So I've had some like home runs over the years, like Clayton Kershaw I got in the minor leagues, and I've had some, let's say, swings and misses like Wander Franco, who I got also. But anyways, so I'm going to put a video who I chased today. Tiger game yesterday. But anyways, we're at Travis Jackson. Travis Jackson, again, is one of those guys. I mean, let's talk about Travis Jackson's career. I mean, if you look at it on paper, he got 1,700 hits, 135 home runs. He batting average is 291. So nothing that like screams Hall of Famer. And he did not get in right away on his first ballot. A matter of fact, his first year in the league, he was a horrible, horrible player. I think he said he committed more errors than anyone in history that year. For anyone in a year, he thinks he did 72. But it turns out he was a very great fielder. And again, I wasn't around then. I don't think anyone watching this video today was around then to see what kind of fielder Travis Jackson was. But he was like let's say the Ozzie Smith of his era. And even though we talk a lot about Bill Terry and Frank Frisch pushing their people through, he played under Bill Terry. Bill Terry could not get him through. By the time he stepped off the committee was 1982, and somehow the committee got Travis Jackson through. And some of the people say that Travis Jackson getting through was the reason why Pee Wee Reese is in the Hall of Fame, why Phil Rizzuto is in the Hall of Fame, even why Ozzie Smith is in the Hall of Fame. And Bill Mazeroski, let's say. I'm just trying to think of people off the top of my head that were really known for their fielding much more than their hitting. I guess maybe Brooks Robinson to an extent also, but he was a good hitter as well. Bottom line is, like, people weren't complaining as much as, let's say, the Dave Bancrofts of the world or the Jesse Haynes of the world getting in compared to Travis Jackson. I guess he was a really good fielder. Again, I'd never seen him field. There was no YouTube, obviously, in the 20s and 30s to know that. But, I mean, in terms of his peers, he got inducted in 1982, passed away of Alzheimer's in 1987. He was around 1987 around that time as well. So he was older. And so the good thing is he was a great signer. The bad thing is by the time his autograph coming on the Hall of Fame and people really started writing to him, and he was a great responder. He responded like almost to the end from the stories I can read. His autograph gets real shaky. So because of that, okay, we talked about these people in the late 80s, early 90s that passed away, like Appling and Carl Hubble. We'll get to Ted Lyons. I can't think of other people as well, but like, to me, it opens it up for forgery with these shaky autographs. So, and these like really weird autographs. I'm not saying they're all forgeries, but anyways, without any further ado, let's take a look at the autograph analysis of Travis Stonewall Jackson. As usual, we're starting the PSA database. You can see right here, Travis Jackson, at least until he was inducted in the Hall of Fame, had a beautiful autograph. You're looking at a two-stroke T right here. He loops the T around, as you can see right here, and up, and a big, nice J right here. The R usually almost looks like an F, and when he signed, his Fs and T's look very similar. But the R, I've seen it where you see it comes down like a V, and I've seen it where it just comes around right here. It comes into Travis. Again, nice one long stroke. The Jackson, again, is usually there's a break between the J and the rest of the Jackson. Usually the SON kind of loops at the end right here and comes up at the very end. Like I said, he was always a great signer. Now, this ball, I have no reason to think it's fake, even though obviously it was signed after he got in the Hall of Fame. And it makes it a rare inscription because, like, again, he only had 4 or 5 years to sign this. But again, you can see right here, the T loops around right here. The R is like a V, or it goes through the T again, and then with the break. And the Travis, again, by this time, he's not signing on a level playing field. It's bouncing all over the place. And the J, again, right here, I think it's good. But like the Jackson is just, it's very shaky by this point. So, I mean, the problem is now is like, this is like, my son could sign this, I bet, if I tried it. And I mean, I think the Hall of Fame, I think this is all good. This is a real baseball. But again, as you will look a little bit later, his autograph gets much shakier compared to look at this beautiful autograph. Now, this is what you want to see. Again, Travis, like you said, the two-loop T, two-stroke T. It loops around, comes up right here, stroke down. This time the R did not go through the T. All one letter. The Jackson, you see how it comes up right here. Get it. Usually his autograph, big, nice flowing J. This should always be the top and the bottom part of his autograph. And he signed like on an upper right angle, as you could see. I mean, like I said, he had a beautiful autograph, and it's not an expensive autograph. He signed a lot through the mail. He was a great signer, even to the end. Again, right here, you can see the T. It's a little bit different right here that it's a two-stroke T, but doesn't loop around. The Jackson, again, it goes up and to the right. It follows down. This is a vintage autograph of Travis Jackson. Again, this is what you're going to see when you get him through the mail. This is a typical government postcard, $25, $30 government postcard today. It's not very expensive. Two-stroke T, loops around, up, straight down. See how it looks like a V, the R, the Travis. I mean, the break, now he's going to see it right here with the I and the S. The J is the tallest part and the lowest part. And the Jackson goes up and to the right, and he swoops it off at the end. And he goes up and to the right at the end, which you can see right here. Now, this, I wish I knew what year this was signed, because obviously this is a later in life signature. Even then, right here, what you can see is he did a two-stroke T straight down. Even his first name and his last name go up and to the right. Well, obviously he's going to the right, but it's signed upwards, as you can see right here. He signed every letter of his name. I mean, usually the O towards the end of his life, it will connect to the whole thing. Again, this is a little bit different. I wish there were dates on these. I don't know. But it says something of 1987. And I guess maybe this is towards the end of his life. And again, assuming this is an end-of-life signature towards the very end of his life. And again, it's tough for me to read this. You are sent for items to the Hall of Fame. Again, this autograph at the end of life, it's not shaky. Yeah, it's bouncy, let's say, but it's not real shaky. And we're going to see later, again, the two-stroke T, the R looks like a V. You know, so you can see every letter of his name. It's not going up and to the right every now. But again, this is very late in life. Again, this is a much nicer signed letter, probably signed earlier. I don't want to take a guess when. But again, all the stuff we want to see from a Travis Jackson autograph. This is obviously signed sometime between 83 and 87. And again, when he's signing this, still two-stroke T right here. The R is what we want to see up and down like that. He signs every letter of his name. The Jackson right here, it's the highest point. It's the lowest point. The Jackson, I'm not saying, again, the O connects, you can see right here. And he's not signing up and to the right, but it's all over. It's really bouncy. And that's what it is later in life when someone's, and this, I won't even get into. This is beautiful, probably signed mid. So, that's all of Travis Jackson. That's just his autograph. I like this stuff. This is my Travis Jackson. Again, this is from 1961. This is what I want to see in an autograph. It's a government postcard. So, this is mine. But again, see how the N comes up and to the right and comes up and goes out. The T, the R is a little different, but a two-stroke T. This is what you want to see from a Travis Jackson autograph. So, I'm just looking around. These are like all tough on eBay. This one sold for $40, well, best offer. Again, this is really tough. It could be good, but the J is all over the place. It bounces. But again, like towards the end of his life, he was just a really, you're taking chances. That's all I could say when buying a Travis Jackson post like Hall of Fame autograph. This one I like more, actually. I like how the two-stroke T, it's a little more steady, as you can see right here with the Jackson. It goes up and to the right. I know it's tough to see right here. The O is not my favorite. Again, he signed a lot through the mail. He was very responsive. So this sold for like $28. I don't, is it real? I don't know. It's so tough to see. This is a baseball I saw that was signed. It was finished. It's signed for $400. I really like this baseball, to be honest. There's a lot to it that I like. The O's closed, the T, the R's, the way I want to see it in Travis. I know it flows down a little, but the J, it's sort of bouncy, but it's not real shaky. Like that's what I want to see, like towards the end of life Travis Jackson baseball. So I picked up a couple others from eBay. Again, this is just, I think this is really nice postcard. I think this is, like I said, later in life. It's authenticated by PSA, but I think this is good. But you see how it's not real shaky. It's just like, and the N comes up at the end right here. The O's kind of like all over the place. The J is the highest point. It's the lowest point. Fortunately, people aren't really forging Travis Jackson's because he was such a good signer. You can see beautiful autographs for $50 and below. So, he's not a tough autograph per se. I would not see spending a lot of money on his autograph. I just don't like, and again, I'm not saying it's real bad, but I'm looking like, for example, this is the highest price ball I could see on eBay, and that's sold. And it's sold for $550. Of course, it's got, it's a JSA. I won't get into my JSA, but like, it's not even a really good picture, to be honest. So it could be good. You see how it goes up and to the right here. So I mean, the O is closed. It's a 2-stroke T. The R, it's tough to see. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I mean, you could, like, for $550, you probably can get a nice Travis Jackson. So where am I? I'm back here. 10 minutes on Travis Jackson. So I didn't think I would spend that much time, to be honest. We're gonna go to Travis Jackson, to maybe a Hall of Famer that's like a Bob Feller level signing of autographs. Signs a ton. I mean, a ton of autographs. That is none other than Fergie Jenkins. But until then, I hope you check out my other videos. Let me know your thoughts and keep collecting.